Shira. Welcome to Frosty Acres. Each month I'm going to tell you a little bit about my farm. This month's topic is not the most kid-friendly topic because it is about breeding. While I will try not to get too graphic, there may be some things that you do not want to have to explain to your children. You coming to say hi, Hirsch? This little lady right behind me, that's Hershey. She's one of the crias from last year. A cria is what a baby alpaca is called. So currently, I am breeding 3 of my females, Ivy, Kenai, and Monica. Ivy is my oldest of the 3 that are being bred. She's 13. She has yet to have a cria for whatever reason. This is kind of the last chance for her to have one. She's being bred to Charlie. I tried breeding her with Kustom, but he couldn't figure out what to do. So then I brought Charlie in, and he seems to be able to get the job done. Kenai and Monica are both being bred to Toffee, who is my oldest male. He's actually my first baby, so he's pretty special to me, and it's such a lovely thing to have crias from him. He currently has 3. They're not quite babies anymore. Phoebe is 4 years old, and Nestle and Hershey just turned 1. So far he's had 3 girls, which is really awesome. I'm hoping he continues that streak of girls. I'm not breeding Ivy to Toffee because Ivy and Toffee are half siblings. They have the same mom. Vanilla Cappuccino, who is right behind me, the brown and white one. She was actually the alpaca that got me interested in starting a farm. I found her on the internet of all places, but I'll tell you more about that later. So alpacas do not have a heat cycle. I need to keep my males and females separate. In this pen that I'm in right now, these are all females. The males are over in the pen across the way. And what I do, I have a smaller pen, which you will see when I show you the pictures of the breeding. Don't worry, they don't get too graphic. They're just short clips to show you the basics. And so you can see that sound that I'm making, because I can't describe it. It's a weird sound. But just to get the gist of what's going on here. I set the alpacas up on dates once a week. When I first got into raising alpacas, people told me that what causes the females to ovulate is the sound that the male makes while breeding, which is called orgling. I've since found out that is not true. They've done multiple studies on fertility in alpacas, and there's actually a chemical in the male semen that causes ovulation to happen. So once a week I'll bring a male over, put them with the female, give them about 15 minutes to do their thing. When I first started, I would just kind of let them take however long they needed. Then I went to the seminar specifically about alpaca breeding and found out that you shouldn't do that because it can actually increase the risk of the female and the male getting infections and having fertility problems, so you should limit breedings to 15 to 20 minutes. And you don't need to, some people breed like every 3 days, every 5 days. This veterinarian who has studied alpacas for close to 30 years, nope, just every 7. It's not going to make a difference whether you have a boy or a girl. Some people do all kinds of strange things. One of them that I heard about was new moon breedings, and I think with that one, you breed them like every 3 days. And I tried it. Supposedly you get more girls if you breed that way. And I had all boys that year, so it doesn't work. She just happened to be lucky. So I'm going to show you a few clips of what breeding looks like, and I'm going to show you also a little bit around, introduce you to some of the alpacas. These are my ladies. This one right here, that's Penny. That's Ivy. That's her mama, Vanilla Cappuccino. And then this is Monica. And that is Kenai. Isabel. And that is Monica's mom, Blackberry. There's little Hershey. And that's Phoebe. And Nestle. And now we're going to introduce you to the boys. There's the girls. And the boys are over here. And let's see, who wants to say hi first? This is Charlie. And that's Toffee. Those are the two daddies this year. That's Kristoff. That's the one who couldn't figure out what to do. And that's Hamilton. He has absolutely no interest in the girls. I've tried him several times. And then back here we've got my two smallest boys. They have to be by themselves because when I brought little Mr. Andy's right there over, they all went berserk and were trying to beat him up. And then that's Sven. So they are rooming in this little pen, just the two of them, and they seem to be getting along really well. They've been together for about 2 months now. Hey everyone! So I had intended to post my video over the weekend, October 1st and 2nd. I had it all ready to go Friday, and then I couldn't download it because I didn't have enough room on my phone. Didn't have enough room, a lot of technical difficulties. So I had to re-record some stuff I just lost because I'm not gonna do a fake breeding just for footage. So some of that we'll just have to wait until next month's video. But I had a good weekend at the Fiber Festival. I left before sunrise on Saturday, got home after sunset Saturday night, Sunday morning left again before sunrise. Did get home during daylight hours Sunday though. Came home and realized one of my girls had injured her eye or something. Her eye is all watery. I don't see an actual injury. Maybe she just got some dust or some hay in it. I did get a good look at it, put some ointment in it, so hopefully that'll be getting better, but never fails. When I'm gone, something happens, but I'm glad it's something minor that I can handle. So this is your last little warning to jump off here if you don't want to see the breeding stuff. We're gonna start. I just have one photo of Kenai and Toffee's video, or breeding. For whatever reason, I didn't do video that day. And then Ivy and Kristoff. And I honestly don't know who I felt more sorry for, Ivy or Kristoff, because Kristoff had no clue what he was doing. Tried him a few times, or a couple times with her, and finally gave up and brought another male in. Or Ivy, because nobody likes a guy who doesn't know what he's doing, do they, Ivy? She was getting really frustrated with him. But brought Charlie in and he got the job done. So like I said, this is your last warning before the breeding videos or breeding clips start. And then the last one will be Toffee. Oh, hi sweetheart. Toffee and Monica's breeding. And I had a rejection recorded of Toffee and Kenai, but that was the video I accidentally deleted. So hopefully we'll get to see 3 rejection videos next month. And look at my sweet girl Ivy. Oh, I just love her. Kisses. Lots of kisses for the mama. Say hi to all the people. You're the sweetest. You know that? My bestie. Kristoff, you need to get a little closer. The other ladies are very interested in what's going on in here. Kristoff, though, has no idea what he's doing. He's humping the ground. Well, since Kristoff didn't get the job done, Charlie gets a shot. Let's see if he can figure things out. The other ladies like to watch the show. Kinda weird. But they'll sit next to the gate or the fence and wait for it to be their turn. But none of these ladies will be bred to Charlie. It's Toffee and Monica's first date. And it looks like things are going well. Okay, it's been about 16 minutes now. Time for date to be over. good. Come on. Come on. Nope. You're done. Okay, hope this lighting is okay. My next segment is going to be about all the projects that I work on. I've got whips, finished objects, and projects that I will be starting soon. So first up, we'll start with my whips. The first one, I'll start with my cross stitch. I only have one of those right now. And the project is called Favorite Toy. And this is what it looks like, or will look like once it's done. Kind of looks like my cat Dobby. I am on the 6th page of the pattern. And that is what that looks like. Ouch, just poked myself with the needle. The next project I have is called Nordic Nights. It's a sweater by Jenn Steingass. And that's the pattern. And this is my progress so far. This one is knit as a raglan knit top down. So right now I'm working on the color work. I started this, I believe, in July in the hopes that it would be done in time for winter. I've been so busy cross stitching though I haven't worked on it much. So hopefully soon I will get back to that. And then I always have a pair of socks on the needles. I've got one done and one almost halfway done. I'm just to the point where I need to start turning the heel. And this yarn, I know it's Leading Men Fiber Arts. I can't remember the colorway off the top of my head. And next, I have a pair of mittens. I have a fiber festival this weekend, so I'll probably work on these then. This is knit with my Alpaca Thomas's yarn. I have one of those done. And got the cuff knit on the second one. I'm just starting this right here is for the thumb gusset. So then next I will go to finished objects. First finish is a mystery knit from Imagine Landscape. About 3 times a year she does a mystery gnome. Gnomes are her big thing. Freddy, what are you meowing about? I don't know what his deal is. And this is the most recent one. It is called Choose Your Gnome Adventure. And this one had a lot of options with it. You can make a regular size gnome, just like the medium, like yay tall, or you can make a giant gnome with bulky weight yarn. So this is my finished one. And again, he is knit with Leading Men Fiber Arts yarn. His name is Norton. And I decided to go with fall colors. I just did the basic one. She had different choices for the beard, different choices for the nose, the hat, the body. So many choices. Like I want to knit about 100 more just to get all the choices, combinations. And let's see here. I've been very busy knitting fall things. The next one was Little Witch Charm Set by Susan B. Anderson. How cute is that? And I've knit several of these and given them as gifts. So here's the first one I knit in purple because purple is my favorite color. And then I knit one in a bunch of different colors. This is my favorite. I've actually knit, I think this is the 5th or 6th one of these that I've knit. The pattern also comes with a cute little cat pattern. Come here. Well, that was Fred's tail that you saw. I don't know what he's whining about, but he wants attention for something. The next thing I knit to go with the witch is the tiny pumpkin set. I've been knitting lots of pumpkins in preparation for fall. In different colors. So these are some of the different colors I've knit. And then this one I didn't do the tufting, so it's a little taller than the other ones. She also has a fall harvest charm set with a bigger pumpkin pattern. And I knit some of those as well. And then this one I kind of just did on my own, made it even a little bigger than that set, and didn't do the tufting, so it's taller as well. Then next, we have a local needlework store about 15 miles from where I live called Welcome Stitchery, so I've been buying a lot of patterns from them. This is the first small one that I finished. It's called Yes, I Can Drive a Stick, and I got the color inspiration for this from this pattern. And this is the finished project. Sorry about the glare. See, doesn't she look cute with that? Next up, this is from Stitching with the Housewives. Welcome Pumpkin. This was such a fun one. I did make a couple changes. I didn't do where it says Bittersweet Farm. I changed it to Frosty Acres, of course. And then the bottom pumpkins I did in a different color instead of the white. Just because I liked the other orange color much better. And there's a lot of white already in the pattern. And then my final cross stitch project for this month was the month to month. This is the first of these that I've done. I've gotten the September and August ones too, but I'm going to wait till next summer to complete those. So here's the little one. And then the larger one. These are so fun to knit. One of the things I really like about the Stitching with the Housewives patterns is they don't have like 100 different colors. There's just, I think this one had 5 or 6. So not a lot of color changes, just enough to keep it interesting, but not to be kind of overwhelming and too fussy. So I got these to go in, or displaying these in this little barn that's behind me. So I'll show you how I do that. So got some washers on the back. I've seen other people use a whole bunch of washers, but the magnets I got, which are these, I got at Bomgaars, and these things are super strong. I actually, when I was having trouble gluing them into the barn, I put a magnet on the back side of the barn, and it held the magnet in place while the glue dried. So let me get this chair out of the way. I'll show you what I'm going to do with these. So this just goes here. And I'm going to put this here, like a little barn quilt. And then add in all these pumpkins. The little witch. These aren't new finishes, but this barn obviously needs some alpacas in it. So put these over here. I have a feeling I'm going to be rearranging these pumpkins all month long. And then we'll put Mr. Norton right there. this right here. There's the cat. And I think we'll put this right up there. And that's it for the things that I've made this month. So for November, I've got a couple new projects to do. The first one is the November month to month. So hopefully, or actually, I should say, I'll be working on these in October, so they'll be finished by November. And then after I finish that one, I'm going to start some Christmas stitching. This is also by Stitching with the Housewives, Silent Night. And then I have a little ornament. This is from Mill Hill. It's a kit, and it will be my first time working with beads. And then another Stitching with the Housewives. I've become addicted to their patterns. Candy Cane Coop. This is Needle House, or Little House Needleworks, Fall on the Farm. I liked this one because it's got little chickens. And this one is the welcome pattern that Justine at our local needlework store had designed for her 1-year anniversary. It says, welcome, may all who enter as guests leave as friends. Some of these I don't know when I'm going to start, but they're on my list. And then, like I said, I also got the August month to month that I'll do next summer, and the September. And that's it for all my projects I've got going on inside the house. I'll talk to you more next month. I hope you found this video helpful or interesting and informative. If you have any questions, just feel free to comment and I'd be happy to answer that. The alpacas are just eating their breakfast and I'm going to scoop some poop while they do that. Give you a little shot. I'm going to finish this video with some clips and photos from the last month so you can get a little glimpse of what goes on the farm, and they're just cute. I hope you enjoy them and have a happy October. I will see you in November. Bye!